Will you be my queen?
Congratulations on your engagement, Mal! You're going to be the best queen Auradon has ever seen. It's a new chapter for Auradon and the Isle of the Lost. You and Ben will be so happy together, but we want to know what happens next. What is your wedding going to be like? What happens to Carlos? We have so many questions, and we want answers.
I can't.
Descendants 3 was epic, but we already want more. If there was a Descendants 4 movie, what would it be about? Keep watching for some fan theories that make total sense.
Hey, it's your bae.
The Royal Wedding. Move over, William and Kate. Step aside, Harry and Meghan. There is only one royal wedding that we really care about. We want to see Mal and Ben get married. We want to see the wedding gown that Evie designs, and we definitely want to know who Mal's bridesmaids will be. Evie is obviously her maid of honor, but do you think Uma and Jane will be her bridesmaids? And let's be honest, we definitely want to see the moment that Mal officially becomes Queen of Auradon and the Isle. Some fans have suggested that Descendants 4 could open with a royal wedding. Others have suggested that Disney Channel could release a short film of just the wedding. We wonder if Maleficent would come. Mal would have to turn her back into a human since we're pretty sure she's still a lizard. The new VKs. Descendants 3 brought 4 new villain kids to Auradon. Those were Dizzy Tremaine, Celia Facilier, and Squeaky and Squirmy Smee. The core 4 have moved on from their time at Auradon Prep. Descendants 4 could focus on these 4 new VKs. Celia is definitely the ringleader, and Dizzy is going to bring a whole new level of fashion to the school. We would love to see more about these characters.
And the lack of flies.
Plus, the barrier is now permanently open. Auradon Prep will get a lot more VKs. It would be awesome to see how Auradon Prep changes with all the new kids. They will have new challenges and new adventures that the original 4 didn't have. Honestly, a movie about Celia and Dizzy would be absolutely amazing. The Next Generation. Here's another popular theory for Descendants 4. What if the movie takes place in the distant future? We could see the kids of Mal and Ben, who would be prince and princesses. It would be fun to see if they are tough like Mal or kind like Ben. Growing up with Hades as your grandpa would be a blast. Doug and Evie's kids would be the perfect combination of smart and stylish. Evie would have upgraded from her starter castle to a really nice one. Their kids would be BFFs with Mal's children. We could find out if Jay ends up with Lonnie or not. Will Uma get married and have kids? Or will she be the cool aunt to Mal's family? And will Harry and Audrey end up together? Their kids would be the perfect antagonists in Descendants 4. Hopefully they would learn how to be good just like their parents did. What about Carlos? The whole world was devastated with the loss of Cameron Boyce. He was definitely taken too soon. If Disney ever made a Descendants 4, they would have to address the fact that Carlos is gone. It wouldn't be fair to just recast him. So what happens to Carlos? The most obvious way to explain his absence is actually mentioned in Descendants 3. He says that his mom, Cruella, will be really disappointed when she finds out that he wants to be a vet.
His mom is Cruella DeVille. I'm petrified.
Wait till she doesn't want to be a vet.
He could be off at veterinarian school. It takes a long time to become a vet. You have to get your bachelor's degree first, which takes 4 to 5 years. And then vet school is another 4 years. That's at least 8 years that Carlos will have to be away from Auradon. He could also go off to rescue animals after vet school too. In our hearts, Jarlos is forever. So we would love for Descendants 4 to mention Carlos and Jane throughout the film. Life with the villains. Now that the barrier is open forever, there is a whole new set of issues. Magic will now work on the Isle of the Lost, and the villains who were imprisoned there can come to Auradon. That is going to cause some serious conflict. King Ben and Queen Mal definitely have their work cut out for them, so maybe all the villains aren't that bad. Hades just wants to be god of the underworld again. He really came through for Mal and Auradon at the end, so we won't have to worry about him. Dr. Facilier is a really great dad. We think his love for Celia will keep him honest. But what about the rest of the villains? Cruella de Vil and Maleficent are not nice people, and we never met some of the villains like Captain Hook and Ursula. We have a hard time believing that they'll all decide to behave. Since banishing and imprisoning people on the Isle isn't an option anymore, Ben and Mal will have to find other ways to keep the people of Auradon safe. Maybe they'll make a rehabilitation center for the villains who are having a hard time being good. It would be so cool to see how Auradon and the Isle mesh together in the brand new world Ben and Mal have created. So, what do you guys think? Is the story really over? And what would you want to see in Descendants 4? Tell us in the comments. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to The Things for more awesome content.